Mark Goddard with us for UFC 300, as is the beautiful Red De La Cruz. Ready to go with Jim Miller, plus 155 underdog tonight at close against Bobby King Green. Moving night in a lot of respects in the lightweight division. A lot of high-profile ranked lightweights will compete here at UFC 300. First up, Jim Miller. He's in blue, King Green in red.
The trash talk has already started from Bobby. Right away. Oh, good right hand by Bobby.
It's part of his game. Bobby keeps his hands really, really low. I was almost expecting him to carry him a little higher after the last fight, but he has done what he's done for so long. I don't know why I would think he would change it.
Retreat there by Green after Miller appeared to connect with one.
Oh, good right hand by Miller. Good front kick by Bobby.
Miller loading up. Green able to evade that right hand offering. Miller did suggest respectfully that Bobby Green's style doesn't necessarily age well, but he has maintained the speed. Nearly 50 fights into a pro career. That dates to 2008.
And very few guys can match Jim Miller on experience. Bobby is one of those guys that's been everywhere, fought everyone. But Jim Miller right now looks very calm and patient. He said that his career today, he never could have imagined it. From when he changed gyms and he made the fighting about himself, he said that he has become a better fighter, and that's why he's still here today. Not only hoping to hang on, but looking to work his way back into the ranks.
And that trash talk, boy, that is a factor. Because Bobby will get in your head.
Nice jab by Green.
And every time he hits you, he lets you know.
Right. Miller told us in the fighter meeting, Joe, that the key to his longevity really has been that he's never been in there trying to point fight and win decisions, and certainly finishes have been a staple of his UFC career.
It's also, he's very defensively responsible. Keeps his hands up high, very good at rolling with shots, using his shoulders to block things. But everything comes from such weird angles with Bobby, and you don't see them coming because his hands are low.
Yep.
It is a big advantage. The significant disadvantage is that your chin is always there. It's not protected. But the advantage of not knowing where your opponent's strikes come, that's what Bobby Green brings into the fight.
Well, he's landed, right? Jim's all read up already.
Yep.
When he tries to enter, Bobby's avoiding, backing up, and throwing punches from those odd angles. Even as he's retreating, Bobby will put that right hand out there. Like that, or the left hand. Yep, when Jim stops, now Bobby will take a few steps. Bobby's a master at controlling the real estate, making sure he's not back to the fence, so Jim can change level and take him down. And you can't let Bobby find his rhythm. When he finds his rhythm, he gets so comfortable, he starts to see everything.
And the problem is with the speed difference. Jim is being forced to kind of rush in.
Yep.
And Bobby is such a master at just sliding just out of the way and countering you.
There you go, right there. His eyes are always on you.
He's doing something different today, too, with the front leg. He's utilizing a lot of front leg side kicks.
I think that's very important because he recognizes that Jim Miller wants to take him down.
Oh, good left hand by Bobby.
That Green hand speed is something to behold. He seems to be controlling the pace here. Under 90 seconds, round one.
Well, there's some big bonuses on the line tonight, so it's going to encourage some more exciting fighting. Not Bobby Green and Jim Miller, but I'm talking about just overall.
Green has thrown and landed more through 4 minutes. Nice counter there by Miller. Green suggests his arm caught it.
He's got that old shell defense where he throws an elbow up or something right as you're about to land, and it kind of skirts off of his arms, so you never get the full power or make complete contact with Bobby Green.
One thing Jim is very good at when they get in tight is elbows.
Yes.
When they collide, yeah.
He's got to try to trap Bobby and make him fight him close. But Bobby's not opposed to turning and just kind of running away.
Right.
Right, when Jim gets close.
Oh, good left hand.
Oh, nice counter right now by Green and another one.
Good left hand by Miller. got Bobby hurt.
Yep.
Oh, he hit him again. Oh, knee by Bobby.
Round 2 coming up.
What a round.
As round 2 gets underway. That is Miller in blue, Bobby King green and red. Sam Mason in the green corner suggesting to his student, don't be afraid to take him down. Not necessarily what we expected out of Green strategically tonight.
Second time he's thrown that back hook kick. Jim's got to be very aware. But as you said earlier, Joe, he's very responsible defensively. His hands are always in the right place.
All right, let us check in for the first time tonight with the coach, Dean Thomas. Dino.
You know, I really like Miller's corner telling him to shoot, but what he must absolutely do in this situation is anticipate countering the counters of Bobby Green. Because he's at a speed disadvantage, he has to expect that he's going to get countered, and he has to be there to counter those counters, just like this right here.
They're fighting so close now. Bobby's telling him, come on, I'm not going anywhere.
Green attacks the body. 3.5 minutes to go, round 2.
The chant of Miller rings through the arena.
I tell you, man, Jim Miller has been around this sport for a really long time, and I never really got to speak to him. Yesterday, we interviewed him, and I'm like, he's a really cool dude, man. Jim Miller is a great guy, fun, and said he's going to make me Cajun food when I go to New Jersey for UFC 302, so I'm holding him to it.
Oh, nice combination by Green. Well, from no holds barred to the pinnacle of professional sports, shoot from 300 events and counting, UFC is still as real as it gets. Celebrate this monumental milestone in EA Sports UFC 5.
Jim's got some bleeding on the right cheek now.
It's all those pops right under that right eye. It might not see, and that's the thing about Green. He doesn't throw big shots. Nothing's overreaching. He doesn't throw overhand rights and big hooks. It's everything kind of straight down the middle. And when you hit that target time and time again, you start to see the damage accrue, and that's what's happening to Jim Miller.
It's the nose, too. His nose is leaking. His face is leaking, and he's a mask of blood now.
And we have isolated what cut him, or so it appears. One prevailing storyline, though, leading into this fight, DC. Bobby Green's strength of schedule, especially of late, right? Stepping up to face Islam Makhachev.
Yep.
Grant Dawson when he was undefeated, right? Jim Miller has been finishing guys, but he hasn't been fighting the quality of competition that Green has of late.
Well, and Bobby has, right? Even the last fight, Bobby was in there with Jalen Turner, who stepped in on short notice, fighting later on this afternoon or this evening. But Bobby has fought the best of the best, and it's showing in the confidence right now.
That was a beautiful right hand landed there by Bobby. And he's starting to move away from it in the second round.
And to fight with that level of confidence in close, he must not feel as much danger from Miller right now, because generally when you fight with your hands down, you're more than comfortable doing it when there's space. But when you get in close, those hands start to creep up a little bit, knowing that you might be in danger. Bobby's keeping his hands down even when he's right in front of Jim.
Green has landed more than twice as many significant strikes. Miller really wearing it on the right side now.
And everything starts with the jab from Bobby Green. Everything starts with the jab. Look, little pop jab, follow you with the right hand.
Yeah, and it's a jab you don't see coming.
Jab.
It's coming right off the hip.
From a different angle. Now, you used to see it coming from up here. Bobby is popping that thing. It's coming up at him, opposed to straight down the line. Ooh. I mean, the speed advantage is so clear for Green.
The speed and the movement.
That jab is nasty tonight.
Well, and
Oh, there it is again.
He'll throw a kick before his leg retreats. He's throwing you a jab.
Oh. He's beating him up now. Look at all the blood on Jim Miller, man.
His face is a mess. His cornermen are going to have a lot of work to do in between rounds.
A huge second round for the King. Third and final coming up from Vegas.
Hey, man, it's 1-1. We got to start thinking more about knees when he's dropping.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to see it as he's dipping to my right.
Breathe. Just breathe right now.
We got to stay off the
I can't
fence.
see that right eye with the blood in it.
Yeah. Just breathe. And aim for his chest. Aim low. Every time he's dipping his head, aim fucking low. When it's the jab without that, just breathe right now.
If you need a breather, you can always grab him.
When he's talking, he's trying to play him games. You're hurting him. When you kick him, you're
You need
hurting
water?
him. Just breathe. Just get that heart rate down. You need to win this round. It's 1-1, right?
What's that?
I think I broke my finger.
You'll be all right. You'll worry about tomorrow.
Right.
Let's go, Jim.
5 more, Jim. Give it to us.
UFC 300 will be one for the ages on pay-per-view tonight. Every fight capable of headlining its own show, but you're getting all 5 massive fights on one night. You can buy UFC 300 right now. ESPNplus.com/PPV, UFC.com/PPV, everywhere else in the world. So Jim Miller, between rounds, acknowledging to his corner that he can't really see out of that right eye because of the blood. He also said he thinks he broke his finger. That more of an issue for tomorrow, his coach said, but seemingly anybody's fight, maybe 1-1 as we hit this third and final round.
Almost. That was a shit. I hear you, coach.
He said, that wasn't, I hear you, coach. Oh.
Miller's got to do something different to change the course of this fight, because that second round was a masterful performance by Bobby Green, and he's starting off the third the exact same way.
Well, even that first round, I think coach is being a little bit giving to say that they won that first round. I don't know that he won round 1. It was a better round.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
it easily could be 2 rounds down. And the second round was a big
Oh.
and Bobby's just teeing off on him now. Good left hand by Miller,
he did.
but
Left hand by Jim.
didn't have the same effect that Bobby's punches had.
He's got to try to punch in between Bobby's combinations. You can't wait for Bobby to be finished to start trying to return. He's not fast enough. If he doesn't throw with Bobby, he's never going to get to him.
Well, I feel like his approach should be much more kick heavy.
Like this.
Yeah.
This is what he's got to do. When Bobby starts to throw an extended combination, he's got to just start throwing with him.
You see the strike discrepancy there on the left side. Green has thrown volume-wise over 100 more strikes than Miller here tonight. Strong inside leg kick for Miller. Green shucks it off.
It's just the amount of damage and the amount of activity Green is putting out there. He's just working. And I don't know that Jim is willing to work at this rate. He's trying. But when you take 3 and 4 at a time and you're whiffing, it's hard to continue down that path. And now he's got to cut above his right eye, seems like.
Halfway, Jimmy. Halfway, Jimmy.
Just the accuracy.
Oh,
very impressive.
Right
it's the volume. He hurt him there with that right hand. Jim is just so busted up.
He's just so tough, too.
And he's having a really hard time seeing out of that right eye.
Oh,
Bobby's teeing off on him. Good left hand by Miller, but not enough.
yeah, oftentimes for Miller, it's one and done. Everything from Green coming in combination. Huge right hand for the King there.
Now think about this, Joe. You don't understand or recognize when a guy like Bobby Green gets knocked out in the way that he did in Austin. You watch it as a fan. How he's going to come back. He fought well, but he looked like he got hurt there.
Jim might have hurt him with that
Yeah,
left
it looked
hand.
like Jim might have hurt him. Bobby's clinching. But even in that, right, knowing that you're dominating the fight in the way that he was, you get hurt, you initiate the clinch to find safety.
Well, you can see matchup-wise why Dana White, Sean Shelby kept wanting to put this fight together. Well-matched guys, under 90 seconds now to decide it. Green back to work on that jab.
But, I mean, Jim Miller is as tough as they come, man. This guy will not quit fighting. He's not giving up on himself. He just seems to be up against it tonight. And I believe that's just a motivated Bobby Green. Bobby Green was ready for UFC 300, ready to put on an inspiring performance. That's exactly what he has done to this point.
Oh, both fighters land simultaneously.
Oh my goodness, Bobby Green.
He's hurt bad.
Jim's hurt real bad.
Miller goes down. Mark Goddard watching the action closely. King Green trying to get a finish.
Bobby should back off. Jim's hurt so bad.
Oh.
Jim's hurt so bad, I don't know that he can get up. Bobby needs to get up and give him space.
I think he thinks he can finish it here, though.
Oh, my goodness. This is brutal.
Oh,
my
Miller gets
goodness.
back to his feet. Under 20 seconds to go. I can
Big knees
smell
to the
the
body.
blood from the booth.
It's everywhere.
Oh, big takedown.
Shows its collective appreciation for Jim Miller and Bobby King Green. They go the distance. Tonight likely belongs to the King. Right back with the cards. An offensive performance by Bobby King Green. Here's the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-25, and 29-26 for the winner by unanimous decision, Bobby King